I used to crank 90s. Now, I just curl 90-pound dumbbells. I don't actually. But that's aside from the point. 4 years ago, I was 14 years old, walking around looking like a default skin with no loot. But then, I magically transformed into a full gold loadout. This isn't a flex. This is a story. My story. And it's 1000% real. Okay, listen, this was literally my first ever gym session that I think I ever recorded and posted. So, I think I basically just tested all my PRs. I don't even know what happened in this video, but I was a bot, bro. I was a bot. Bro, my first ever dry scoop. Bro, oh, I don't even want to talk about it, bro. Just. This was me when I was going to the gym. Oh my, what is this fit? Why do I have rings on? Oh my lord, bro. Who let me do this, bro? My older brother walked into my room and he literally said, "You are not touching your keyboard until you pick up a dumbbell." And that was the beginning of my gym journey. So basically, this is just me testing out my squat PR on a Smith machine too. I don't know why we did it on a Smith machine. I think I was scared of actually squatting. But anyways, okay. See how the 85 pounds is moving? Oh wow. Oh my, look at that depth. It's so ass. All right, let's go, bro. Is he gonna hit this PR? Come on, 115 pounds, Highsky. Oh, nah, that's light, bro. Go up, bro. Go up. Oh my gosh. Why do I look like I'm literally about to... The beginning of my path was definitely not easy. I looked like a gray pistol. Every machine in the gym looked like a 1v1 that I was gonna lose. I didn't start going to the gym because I loved it. I started going to the gym because I hated seeing how I looked in the mirror. I just wanted to feel strong for once. Come on, bro. How did I not get that up? I'm actually looking back at myself and I'm disappointed, but I know I'm not supposed to be because, I mean, like, it took me being so small and so weak to get to the point where I am now. So it's like, don't be harsh on yourself, bro. This is just me starting out. You don't need to be mad at yourself or be disappointed, bro. This is how everybody's beginner gym journey looks. It's a pretty crazy difference to what I can actually do now. So don't ever judge yourself on the beginning of your journey, bro. It's a process. It takes time. My first day at the gym was like my first game of Fortnite. I was running around looking for gold loot, hopping from machine to machine, pressing random buttons like it was my Fortnite emo wheel. And that's the thing. I didn't have anything to start off with. I didn't have the map. I didn't have the loadout. I didn't even have the mats. All I had was me showing up to the gym every single day. When you're starting off, that's all you really need. Flash forward 3 months into the gym, I still had no gains. I looked like I just got pickaxed by genetics. I went full stream sniper mode. I went on the internet and I looked up anything that could possibly give me an edge in the gym, and I took advantage of it. I started taking natural testosterone boosters. I also even tried doing breathing routines that honestly sounded like free V-Buck Fortnite scams, but no. None of them worked. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell nah, yo. Oh my gosh, bro. I'll look so different. That's crazy. Yeah, anyways, this was day one of taking as many natural testosterone boosters as I possibly could. And honestly, I don't want to leak too much, but I definitely could say that it helped a tiny bit. All right, we had another PR check again. This was, I think, halfway into my natural testosterone boosters. Like I said earlier, bro, I looked like a stretch Fortnite skin even like 3-4 months in. So it was pretty crazy. Wait, what? Wait. Okay, one plate. I was like, wait, hold on. That's not right. I wasn't repping one plate like that. Okay, and that's 125. And this was my PR. It was 135 was my PR. Shit. What am I wearing? Bro, oh, I should have been banned from every gym in the world. I'm very glad to say I can hit 135 like as my warm-up now. Wow, times have changed. Oh, I almost died right there. But okay, we got to 145. This was what, like probably 6 months after my Alpha Land squat PR. So we went up. Shit, that's not great. Wait, how much weight is this?
205 on the bar right now.
Oh.
2 times my body weight.
Wait, hold on. Let me do some calculate. Hold on. He said 2 times, I said 2 times my body weight, and it was 205. So 2 times. I think I weighed like 105 pounds here, bro. I was basically doing a side quest that nobody asked for. I thought that the reason I wasn't growing in the gym is because I was missing out on some cheat code. Turns out, I just wasn't doing the boring stuff for long enough. This was at the end of my month after the natural testosterone boosters, and I finally hit 135 here. So, it was a pretty big accomplishment for me.
So basically, in the last month, I doubled my testosterone.
Doubled my testosterone is insane. I think I was at like 300 or 250 before I started taking the natural testosterone boosters. So they did help with something, but I also have to include I was doing cold plunges too at like 6 in the morning. It was insane. I'll show you later in the video, but I don't know. I guess it worked. I don't think it's worth it for the money. I mean, you're spending like $200 a month just to supply yourself with the actual vitamins. But I mean, if you want to do it, I guess. But yeah. You want to know what actually built this body? It was hundreds of meals, hundreds of rest days, hundreds of actual days in the gym, studying what would help me, figuring out what workouts were the best, actually putting my time and effort into this gym thing. I think this was my final cold plunge with the sunrise in the back. The easiest one yet, boys. Let's go, boys. Yeah, it's
Started it? No?
Okay, man, this thing was cold.
Come on, Larry.
Bro. We used to do this,
Motivational support.
Every
3, 2,
single morning.
1. Go.
Breathe. You're a demon.
I've never heard something be so quiet in my life.
Okay, listen, the cold plunges, I can say, will have a big change on you. Cold plunges help a lot. If you could do anything in the world, do a cold shower. Do something where you get your body in the cold. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if you do it in the morning, it just kind of just wakes your mind up. It helps a lot. Cold plunges are amazing.
So, I haven't really been able to gain weight, but that's
True,
gonna change the
but
thing.
listen, this is Cap. I wasn't eating right. I don't have a fast metabolism. Or maybe I do, bro. Who knows? I just wasn't eating enough calories. It's all about how many calories you're putting in your body. And then you also account for how many you're burning. And if you're over your maintenance calories, you're going to put on weight. That's all it is. I was just really bad at eating. So I resorted to some very interesting methods. We ate so much protein oatmeal and oh my lord. Over here we got some Chick-fil-A. It's not bad. Oh my gosh, and I got some mod pizza too, bro. We were at 6,000 calories already. That's insane. Moving on to the final meal. Okay, this was literally completely disgusting. It was like a 2,000 calorie lasagna. And then is that ice cream? Oh my god. And I think that's a whole bowl of Greek yogurt on the side. This is my final meal ever, bro. I was gonna die after eating this. Flash forward, I didn't eat any of this, and this ended up happening. Listen, moral of the story, don't try to force yourself to eat 8,000 calories in a day where you have to resort to blending up your meals. It's not gonna work out. You're gonna end up throwing up. All you have to do is find out what your maintenance calories is, and then eat above that. It's all about being a little bit better every single day. Getting your protein, getting your rest, getting your training right. That's all that matters. It's not a mythic drop that you get after opening a chest. It's the gray AR that turns into a legendary scar after 1,000 days. And honestly, I'm happy with my progress. I went from 120 pounds soaking wet to a pretty lean 140. My bench went from just the bar to now I'm pushing 185 pounds, which I know doesn't sound much, but I'm a pretty light guy, so it's progress for me. Speaking of getting your training right, I mean, here you go. Right here, anime workouts. I mean, surely these are gonna work, right? What the hell? I skipped 5 seconds into the video, and now I'm all right.
13, 14.
How many push-ups can I do now?
50.
Wait, there's no way I actually did 50 push-ups. I don't even think I could do 50 push-ups right now. Hold on, maybe the Rock Lee training method really was working. Maybe that's what I've been missing out on, guys. Was this my training routine? Oh my lord. I don't even think I could do this today. 30-second jumping jacks, 30-second high knees. What is that? Climpers.
25 pull-ups.
25 pull-ups. I could barely even do one. Oh my gosh. It was with a weighted vest, so listen, you gotta give me some slack. You know, a weighted vest, it's not that easy. It's not that easy, you know? But yeah, what I definitely have to say is finding a good workout plan that's gonna work for you is probably the best thing you can do. Don't always follow a random workout split blindly. Kind of find what you need and what your priorities are in the gym. So if you're going to the gym, that's great, but if you can't access a gym, there's always at-home calisthenics and workouts that you can do by yourself. So definitely look into those. But there were nights that I cried on the gym floor. There were days I wanted to quit because life outside the gym felt like being 1,000 miles deep in the storm. But lifting, it gave me something that I could control. Even if I felt like my life was being boxed up, I still had one rep that I could do right. I used to always be scared people would only remember me as that one Fortnite kid. But now when they see me, they say, You inspire me. Man, I remember I disappeared for a while because I went into the gym and people would always ask, why don't you post? Why aren't you keeping us up to date? You know what I'm saying? Like, why don't you show us your progress? And a lot of it, man, I had a lot of hate. Like, a lot of people would just hate on the progress, you know. That there's always gonna be haters. I'm not saying, you know, don't post what you want to post because there's gonna be people who are out there hating, but man, it was hard to see. Like, this was around the first post I made in the gym, and I mean, there's just people hating, you know, built like a twig. Mocha's in the gym, you wild. Like, you wish you could pick up those hundreds. Okay, I do. Let's be real here. He never lifted that 100 with skinny arms like that. First and last time for everything. I wanted to let people see how my progress was going, but man, it is just really hard when people are, you know, just always hating, always got something to say. It's just, people were mean. If you're still in your first week, your first month, or even your first year, don't quit because you haven't leveled up yet. There's no shortcut to becoming a gold scar. Just keep showing up with your gray loot and you'll upgrade. I promise. Did.